on.
Hello, this is Josh from Advanced Camping, bringing you a brand new video tour. This one on a brand new 2022 Pleasureway Tofino. This one, of course, being in the nice cherry red, very cool color. This one is feature packed too, has every feature that you can get on a Tofino, including the off-road tires, which are very serious looking, very cool. Definitely adds some style to it, I think, as well. Has a nice sort of blacked out rims here and everything. Very, very high end. And with these being front wheel drive and a shorter wheelbase, they will perform a little bit better in off-road settings as well. Certainly, even if you never take it off-road, it's certainly good in any type of weather. If you have snow, rain, anything, it's definitely going to help your traction out. So definitely a cool thing there. They have the nice big rubber running mats now. I mean, I've got big feet, so this helps me a lot. You can really grip in there, so you're not going to slide off, which I really like. That's definitely very, very solid. And coming here, we'll have our propane fill, and there's even a quick connect down here where you can quick connect a gas grill too. So that's nice, right outside your door here. And coming around here, does have a hitch all set up here and wiring in case you were towing a small trailer or something like that. A lot of people tow bikes or cargo carriers should you need to. You do, though, have a really good amount of cargo storage in the back. Very, very ample storage back here. I mean, it's almost like a trunk. It's quite big. And, you have a few things back here too. This blue squiggly hose will connect to your spray port right there. So you can rinse off your feet. Also, it doesn't fill a gray tank either. So if you can use that as much as you can, that's great. The kids get out of line, you can spray them down. It's just fantastic. So that's what that's all about. And then you'll have some supports here when this turns into a full-size bed. This up here is actually another cushion. So when you set these two metal runners down, this comes down and this will fold down to make one big bed. So you'll be able to sit and sleep four very comfortably. There's 4 seat belts built in, and you'll easily be able to sleep 4, maybe the 2 kids up on the top and 2 of the adults on the bottom here. It's really pretty comfortable bed too, surprisingly. You may not think so, but it's pretty comfy. And this is going to be our ladder. Now this does have the cargo rack on the roof as well. So this is actually meant to access that cargo rack on the roof, as well as to access your little annex up on the roof there to sleep your 2 extra people. So folds up nicely and is stowed nicely right back here. So a lot of nice goodies back here. Maybe some other things like some covers for the front 3 windows, but those are movable, so you could move them elsewhere. You'll have your EcoTrek batteries back there. Remember, you have a lot of battery power, lithium-ion battery power. Also a good time to mention it has the 200 watts of solar package. So it does have the 200 watts of solar on the roof up there. So it's going to give you the full experience of off-the-grid camping. You'll have the lithium batteries, you'll have the solar. So really, I can't see any reason why you should ever have to run out of power when you're out boondocking. So that's a great touch as well. Close these up back here, and then we'll just touch briefly on this side here. We're going to have our gray water drain right on the bottom here. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you can always pull that, but otherwise you're supposed to, of course, hook it up at a dump station and use it that way. This is going to be your venting from your furnace, which is a nice Truma system. Going to be sort of a smart furnace there, sort of fires on a number of cylinders, so it's smart enough to run on sort of a lower capacity setting if you just need to keep that temperature. or it'll sort of blast to full blast if you really need to heat it up quickly. So all that's meant just to save on your propane. So it does a good job of that. I like that they have the utility center here, all very easy to access. You have your hookups for your power right here. Got your city water connection right here for your water. And you can turn your propane on and off easily with this switch. So you don't have to crawl underneath, grab any valves or anything. You just have this nice, easy to access switch, which is always easy to check when you kind of come and get ready to drive off to your next destination. It's easy to just check, okay, the propane's turned off, and then we can go about and drive. So yeah, nice touch there. And let's check the interior of our Pleasureway Tofino. It's going to have the screen kits. That's also an option for the side here. So let's pop this open. So you can see it does have the screen kits, which is a nice touch here. And then this will actually have a, when you bring these two down, you can easily, enter and exit with this little magnetic strip, so you don't have to constantly unzip and zip all the time. So, as you can see, once this sort of pops up, then a taller person like myself can be able to stand in here, as it is sort of a shorter chassis. So it lends itself nicely to a very automotive feel. A lot of people will use these as second vehicles, being so small and looking just like a regular van. It certainly works well as like a nice little minivan with some camper upgrades. And we'll have the induction stove top here. So if you're bringing kids along, that's going to be a lot safer than your traditional propane-based 2-burner stove, as soon as you remove the pan, this will become cool to the touch, and you don't have any open flame. So it is going to be a bit safer when you do have kids in here and you're cooking. So that's definitely a nice touch there. We'll have a little Dometic compressor-based refrigerator and freezer built in here. There is a little freezer built in, which is pretty cool. And that's going to run off 12-volt power. And remember, you have about 200 watts of solar on the roof. The solar alone, if you're in the sunshine, is certainly going to be more than enough to keep up with like your fridge and some LED lighting in here. So you're never really going to get even close to running out of power with those things. We do have a sink here, which gives you some extra counter space as it's covered. But yeah, nice stainless steel sink basin there. Very nice looking. I like that you can still open these windows too. That is kind of a cool plus, as a lot of these, in the kitchens here, you won't be able to open up those. But it just gives you a little extra ventilation. And they also all have these really great pull-down shades. That's the case for all of these windows. And you really do have a lot of glass around you. If we pulled this one shut, this would all be glass all around you. So it's a very, very nice touring vehicle as well as an RV or a minivan or all of the above, really. It really can function as just about anything you want it to. So it's kind of the beauty of the Tofino. And we have a few cool things here. You have a really big touch screen here that Pleasureway adds. And you can very easily adjust your thermostat here. You can check the status of your batteries. You can see how much draw you're taking versus how much you're getting in from, say, the solar or being plugged in or something like that. It tells you how much time you have left on your charge, on your battery charge. You can check all of your different levels, your freshwater level, propane, all that great stuff. You can also dim all the lighting in here as well. So if you want to dim certain zones of lighting, you are definitely able to do that, which is very cool. And then there'll be a few little settings here. I like the diagnostic settings, as you can see if there's a GFCI fault. There's a lot of times that will pop up, and then your power outlets in here won't work. and it's really hard to find what the problem is. And this is going to tell you exactly where to find the issue and how to remedy it, for which GFCI that is or what fuse that is. So they've made that all very, very simple and easy to use. Also, one thing we can't miss here is your Xantrax inverter. All that is meant to give you power from your batteries to give you household current for things like the induction stove, for instance, or anything you'd plug into a regular wall outlet. So if you want to plug a laptop in, maybe a TV in back here for the kids or something, you could just plug that right in and turn the inverter on, and you'll get good household current. So definitely a nice addition here as well. All that's just to give you that off-the-grid capability that you're really looking for. It has the newer Tofinos here also have the new ducted furnace, so there's not just one area where the heat comes out. So that keeps it a little quieter, to be honest, and then also doesn't keep any hot or cold spots. You know, it's nice and ducted all throughout. They do a pretty good job of hiding the ducting, so that's quite nice in addition. And on the RAM side of things, I don't know if we can pan quickly there. I just wanted to touch on a few things. First off, on these new chassis, you'll have this ability where this will become a rear view camera at all times if you wanted it to. It can simply be a rear view mirror with one flip of the button. It'll also be a rear view camera, so when you're driving down the road, it gives you a wide angle lens of everything that's kind of coming behind you, which is great when you got a motorhome, potentially giving you a few blind spots back here, and especially if you have some kids back here as well. We also have the blind spot assist on the mirrors as well, which is a nice touch. This is sort of a fully optioned out, or mostly fully optioned out chassis from Ram, so it does have those blind spot assists on the mirrors. They are also power mirrors, which is nice, so you can bring them in with one touch or adjust them with the knob there, which is all very, very nice. So again, my name is Josh. I'd be happy to help you on this one or any other one. You can reach any of us here at 414-281-6330. Please check out our website for current availability and pricing on this Tofino and any others. And if you like this video and want to see more, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.